Hello everyone, you're back to another video of ours. In the backyard again, I guess you would call it like a refresher makeover, but it's going to have a part 1 and 2 to it. So in my previous video, you saw where we had to clear out all of the old leaves and dirt, and we did a lot of burning back there. And so it's all cleared up now. The grass has grown back really nice and green, even thicker. But in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to do, well, quite a few things. One thing we're going to do is we're going to make like a border with some landscape timbers. The reason I have to do this is because every time it rains, whether we have dirt back here, mulch, or pine needle, it always washes into the grass, which makes it a hot mess and causes us to have to do extra work every time we need to cut our grass. So with these landscape timbers, it's going to be like a border, and we're going to do a pretty good size of our backyard, not just where there's a separation of the grass and the dirt. I keep calling the dirt because that's what it looks like right now, a hot mess. But we usually put mulch back here, and we also put pine needle. So I'm going all the way around, and we'll have some borders along that area where the swing is, because if not, again, because of the way our backyard is slanted and like on a slope, again, every time it rains, it washes whatever residue, whatever type of sand, dirt, mulch, pine needle into the grass. So we'll continue around the property, and you see all of that dirt. Can you imagine a heavy rain just washing all of that debris, everything over there into my beautiful green grass? Well, it's a headache. It's a headache. So let me let you know what we're about to do. My husband, actually, y'all, I got this funny inside joke. For those who know me, they know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, I guess you'll figure it out. Those are the timber, landscape timbers that he'll be using. But every time I do a video, I always have my husband and sometimes my children on the videos. And my friends just seem to think that I work my husband to the core. Well, that's not really true. A lot of things my husband loves to do, but a lot of things that I do that y'all have no idea. If I told y'all that I did that and I did that and I did that, y'all would be shocked probably, because you probably think I don't do any work, that I just give orders. That's not so, not around here. So I do not work this man to the core. A lot of things, like I said, he does this himself. Okay? So, but anyways, on another note, this is the other side. So there's one side of my pool where you see the landscaping, and this is the other side. So in this video, what he'll be using is an air compressor, a miter saw, a leveler, and landscape timbers that will be cut at a 45-degree angle, in which he will actually be using a framing nailer to connect them together. Now, this is all to create these landscape borders. And I'm going to tell you guys, you won't see the finished product in this video, so stay tuned to part 2 of this, and you're going to see the big difference, a really big difference. We'll do it before and after. So let's let him get to work while I record. I just have to insert this in. Y'all, I just thank God that I've been blessed with a hardworking man. Like, I mean, really, he's really blessing in so many ways, but he's a hardworking man. But let me tell you something. The brother is blessed with a hardworking sister, too, because some of the things that I do, the average woman would be like, you know what, we just going to hire somebody to do that. But that's just not me. My mom was a hardworking woman. My dad was a hardworking man. They did things together, and that's just the way I was brought up. So, again, stop throwing shade at me, because I do not work my baby to death. All right, let's get started. to the next project. What your girl is not going to be doing is touching no saw and trying to drill nothing, because I promise you, I don't even want to, I don't want to think about what would probably happen. Not speaking nothing negative, but it's certain tools I'm not going to mess with until I'm more, I guess you would say, trained in it. Maybe he needs to give me a training class so that he won't be looking like he do all the work. But right here, we had a couple of trees we had to cut down in our backyard, really nice shaded trees, but they were actually really bad and rotten. And what he did here was I wanted to make a flower planter there, so he just kind of cut it down and dug out a lot of that. You see all those pieces everywhere. That it's almost like sawdust, but that stuff makes a mess too, and it can cause you to be really itchy and uncomfortable and sneezy. So that's why you don't see me over there. But he actually did two of them in our backyard, and so my plan is to plant some nice lantanas, something that will grow back each year, a nice perennial. And I love lantanas anyway, easy maintenance. So this is the second one he's done, and then he did one further in the back of the yard, closer to the pool, where I'll have to put some type of shaded plant there, which would probably be some impatiens. But here, there's plenty of sunlight that will be directly onto this focused onto this planter, so I had to do something like a lantana that needed a lot of sun. Now, this thing was rotten in a lot of parts, but at the end, the parts where I needed it to be a little more softer, we had to really dig and get in there really good. So these are my future. Project number 3. So this is the back of our yard from the highway. Now, when we first purchased our home, it came with a lot of woods. That's one thing that attracted us to the house. A lot of woods, but and so right here we ended up getting a black chain link fence. Well, with that fence, we actually didn't expect it to be anybody to build behind us, but we did, and we have the sweetest neighbors. I'm serious, really sweet, really nice, just beautiful people. But anyways, we ended up finally putting up some more pickets in the back, not because of our neighbors that live behind us, but because a lot of times we'll see strange people come in the neighborhood and they're just like looking in our backyard, like they'll literally stop and look into the backyard. So that's a project. This is the pine needle that we will be adding to all of that dirt that you saw back there. This is project number 4. And then we'll head to the backyard, and all of that needs to be covered on this side of the pool, to the left of the pool, and to the right, and further back. Y'all, I don't mind doing it because I love the before and after effect, but that stuff makes me itch like crazy. Here's another project where we'll be spray painting, because I like black accents, but we'll be spray painting the stepping stones that will lead from my backyard, the grass, up into the gazebo. So keep watching as we'll install this pine needle. Now, the majority of the pine needle is down, and this is a separate area where we'll add mulch. But now to the spray paint. Everybody uses spray paint for everything. I remember when we first got married, everything that I didn't like, I spray painted it, and my husband's like, "You spray painted again?" But anyways, so I'm going to show you for the rest of the video. You'll see where we'll be spray painting rocks, spray painting garden pieces, accents. We'll be spray painting some chairs. So just keep watching till the end and stay tuned, because again, there's a part 2 to this. And then after the part 2, you'll see actually the entire backyard makeover. Thank you guys for watching and enjoy. Now that you've seen all those pieces spray painting, I have a few more bigger pieces. This right here was a bench that was inside of my studio. I call it my shop. I call it my studio. We're transforming it now into a studio, but it was a shop where it just held a bunch of stuff. But here I got to tell y'all about these. So my girlfriend across the street from me, she was throwing these out, and I've always admired these on her front porch. Y'all, when you see her home, it's just like Martha Stewart. That's the only person I can refer to. Just beautiful, warm, and cozy, just from looking from a distance. But anyhow, she's had these on there for years, and she told me this thing about these rocking chairs. So she was about to throw them away. Well, I actually thought she was about to sell them, but I was like, "Hey, are you about to sell those?" Because you could tell where they were sitting that she was about done with them. And I was like, "Are you about to sell those?" And she was like, "Girl, they're going to the dump." And I was like, "No, please." And so I went over to her home, and my son, excuse me, helped me bring them to the house. She was telling me there was a little default in a few of them, a couple of pieces, but I didn't see no problem at all. Those chairs was rocking like I was just relaxing. But anyhow, she told me how her parents had blessed her with these rocking chairs. That's the finished product of the chair from our shop. How her parents had blessed her with these rocking chairs. I shouldn't be telling her business, but it was just so sweet and precious. So I was like, I got to take care of these. The only thing my husband is concerned about is leaving them outside in the rain because they're not meant to be in an uncovered environment. But well, I won't tell her business, but her parents are such sweet people, and they, oh my goodness, you could tell they love their children, their grandchildren, their children-in-law. This is just a blessing. But anyway, in this video, I'll be spray painting these rocking chairs. I haven't even showed her yet the finished product, but I have to show her how I transform them. But this is just a nice little area in our backyard. We're gonna have to put some pine needle there because it causes a big mess. But anyways, I'll let you guys keep watching. It's almost to the end. Here's another planner. This was actually a range hood that I had gotten from a place that was giving away furniture and stuff like that. And I transformed it into a planner. All right. Now we're down to the final project in this part one video of our backyard. I apologize if all the inserts and all the voiceovers I've have edited in this video, but I just want you to know when you see my yard, when you see my home, anything we do, there's always a history to it, and it's so monumental to me. So that's why I like to let you know the details that becomes behind the work that we do. But this right here was an old pallet. It was rusty, crusty. I used to have these letters on the back of my patio, and he used to say Howard Oasis. The H is something new, but here is my husband helped me. Well, I have to do all the painting, but he helped me create this scenery in the backyard where it says Howard Oasis. Now this is not complete, but this is what we've always called our backyard, a place oasis, a place where people can come and relax, where we can relax. We always love for people to be comfortable when they come out to our home. Um, but my friend was like, you don't want to create too much of a nice environment that they won't want to leave. I was like, well, it's okay. But anyhow, the video is about to end soon with this last part of our Howard Oasis sign. So please come back for the next video. That should be up by next week. And you'll see part two again of our video backyard makeover.